Hello everybody, and welcome back to the ranch. I'm going to do a very quick video response to looking for my marbles. He sent me a question about replacing the trigger, and he was a little nervous on getting the Sear and Disconnector back in the gun, the proper configuration. I'm going to try to show him how to do that. Right here you can see this is the tail of the disconnector, and then above it is the sear, and the way those set in there is just like this. Basically, to put them back in, they do go in easy. The more difficult task of it, and you can see that the legs on the sear will just sit on top of that flat for the disconnector. What is more difficult than getting them back in the pistol is getting the pin in place. Now, on the frame you can see right here, this is the back of the trigger bow. And if you look right there, you can see that that's the hole that the disconnector goes into. So to put them back in there, and I've never tried to do this before while I was looking through the viewfinder, so bear with me for just a minute. To get those back in, just hold that frame up like that. Take those, set them into the frame like so, and you'll see that that disconnector flat is just on the back of the trigger bow, and the disconnectors come out the top of the frame here. If you need to, you can just push that back in. Now, like I say, what becomes a real trick is getting the pin to line up. You can usually take that frame, I'll get it here at the angle so you can kind of see the daylight in there. Push your pin in. Move the it has to go through the sear first, and in this case the sear has dropped down a little bit, so you can just push the trigger in slightly. Now what's happened there is we've gotten the pin in through this first leg of the sear, and you can just see it sticking out of right there. So again, see, our disconnector has fallen off of our trigger bow, so we're just going to push that back in there, and it's made the hole. So once you get that pin progressing through the hole in the disconnector, it'll go ahead and feed through the hole of the other side on the sear, and you can see that we've got our sear right here that we can move up and down, and our disconnector we can move up and down also. So that's how to get that sear and disconnector in there properly. I hope this close-up has worked out pretty well. We'll find out when I do some editing here. Now, you're done. The only problem is you were telling me that you had a Springfield operator, and I don't know if it's a 70 series or an 80 series pistol. How you're going to know if it's an 80 series pistol is you're going to have a small groove cut in right here, and there'll be a little leg that pops up and down, and on the bottom of the slide right in this area here you're going to have a little silver button. If that operator is an 80 series pistol, in addition to these two parts, you're going to have two additional parts that ride right here on the side in the frame. One of them is held in place by the sear pin, And I believe the other is held in place by the hammer pin. So what you're going to have to do, and there are two little hook parts that will kind of look like this. I don't have an 80 series pistol or I would show you, but when you push the trigger, the one hook part pushes up on that lever like that, and so they kind of go into that configuration. The best way to check it is when you take it apart, just be very careful. I mean, if you know it's an 80 series, be very careful when you pull this pin out, and like I say, leaving it setting in this configuration. As you push that pin out the side, you can go ahead and remove that pin all the way out. Just manually take your Sear and Disconnector out and set them aside, and most of the time those two parts will stay adhered by the lubricant to the side so that you can see how they're configured. Then take them out, clean them up, and put them back in. Anyway, I hope this helps you out. Like you say, you said it looks so easy in the videos, but you're still a little bit nervous, and it's really not. It's really nothing to get overly excited about. It's just take your time and get everything lined up properly, and you shouldn't have any problem. If you do, you can holler back at me. Like I say, the first couple of times you take it apart and put it back together, it can be kind of nerve-wracking, but then after that, it's not that big of a deal to get it back together. Alright, looking for my marbles. I hope you're able to get that trigger out and polish that thing up, make her look good. Hope you guys find this interesting. We'll talk to you later. Have a good day.